Hello, and welcome. Sorry, that was a little bit loud. First, hello there. I think the neighbours may have heard that one. I've got lights.
But a mighty hello, please.
A mighty
ferocious.
I've also got lights in the cabinet now, so that you can actually see some of the things that are back there. Some of the D&D minis have been lit up now. So I'm excited about it.
So pretty, but they're so far back.
Yeah.
Subscribe today and you'll have an interactive version of John's office.
That could work.
Eventually.
Coming soon, TM.
But only if we reach a subscriber goal.
I'm going to see Goat's hello, and just put our newest emote in the channel, which is the hello emote.
The fancy emote.
The fancy emotes are very fancy.
We love our animated emotes, especially the three of them that we have. I was just going to say, especially all of them. We love them all. They're our children.
We love all three of them.
If you have any ideas for fancy animated emotes in the chat, let us know.
We do.
Personally, I want a vase and smash emote, but I need
do have
smash
some ideas for new emotes coming soon. So stay tuned to see more emotes that'll be coming to all of our subscribers soon as our artists gets around to them.
I do seem to love the idea of raid emotes based on all of the D&D characters.
Yeah, we've already got the raid sword. But we're not here to talk about this. I am, at some point. I have promised that we're going to have a stream where I do look at the shelf and we do go through everything that's on there. So the shelfie stream is coming. But this is a D&D stream where we're going to play D&D. Hey, Sir Dribbles. Last time, D&D is for nerds. Last time, the group headed north of Willowwood to combat a cloaker threat that had been informed that they had been informed of by Willow, the archdruid of Willowwood. They had been asked to go and clear it on behalf of herself in exchange for magical items and some assistance in descending further into the dungeon of the Mad Mage. They headed up and fought a number of cloakers, including one that managed to sneak up on Woll, wrap around him, and then suddenly find that it had bitten off far more than it could chew as Woll turned into a 9-foot-tall, horrific demon.
Woll's words, not the DM's.
Baby! A giant, horrific baby!
Upon bursting out of the cloaker's jaws and slaying the offending cloaker, Woll and Vason had a bit of a standoff before Woll shrank back to a more manageable, about 5.5 feet. I don't know how tall Woll is when he's not a demon.
5.5 feet. He's not very tall.
As Woll has now, for the first time, fully been informed of everything that Xanathar is doing with him. We find ourselves, as Woll is still emotionally distraught, so hopefully Goat is in that energy to get back into this emotional moment. We're in a cave a number of crystal structures around the space amplify and refract and reflect light and sound. And Wall is very emotional. Vaesen is high intensity at the moment. I'm going to say, over to you guys.
Why did you do this to us, John?
Honestly, I do actually think the last thing that happened was Vaesen went to do Speedy Gonzalez to grab everyone's stuff. I don't think I'm actually in the room yet.
Have you grab everyone's stuff as in go to the druid?
No, the previous caves we were walking through, grabbing things.
Oh,
so I still had yeah, I was decompressing from being loomed over. And... yeah.
All the good stuff.
So if I'm happy to give it 5 minutes, I'll be back, but I'm also happy to not be in the room right now.
I think Wall very much wants to be left alone and has found a bit of a corner of this cabin that we're in, because I believe he's back in his chair now. It's just sitting, and it's just having a sit, staring into the middle distance, just having a think, and trying not to cry. He's failing at that latter part,
but trying.
He's trying, but he's not doing a very good job at it. He's a big, strong, independent boy.
I was going to say, at this point, the film just probably saunter over. How are you holding up? Good?
Kind of looks up at you for a moment, one eyebrow slightly raised. He's like, I'm not going to give that a response, because I don't have anything nice to say about it.
You can say bad. It's fine.
Or he shakes his head. It's why didn't you tell me? Did everyone know?
Everyone just saw the cloak get ripped in half. It's fine, I think.
Well, yeah, just shakes. It's no, about the other thing. I know you all know that I'm definitely but you didn't tell me about that I've killed people.
I don't think we're ready for that information yet. That's my bad.
I don't think I'm ready for it now. I'm really not cut out for this. I just wanted my nice little shop. In a city that I really like. But I can't have that, can I?
Well, no one's saying that you can't.
Just shakes his head.
Well, it's just, you need other ways of paying the bills.
No. I don't want this, though. You guys all seem to be having fun down here, that you're in your element, but I hate every second of it down here. I don't like being so far away from the surface. I'm pretty sure I'm claustrophobic at this point, and I understand that we're in a cave, and I hate not being able to see the sky, and I hate the monsters, and I hate the everything, and I'm just, how on earth do you do it?
When I figure that out, I'll get back to you.
I
I mean, for me, it's just been having something on hand when I need it. Having a guiding light in the darkness.
Walk kind of like sits back in his chair and kind of like sees if he can spot your sword. Just like raises an eyebrow again.
And like with waving his hand, like creates a dancing light. It's like, metaphorically speaking.
Yeah.
Okay, granted, my lights are a bit darker and more purple, but
Yeah, I'm sorry. You picked up the sword thing. Dealing with her isn't particularly nice, but I don't know whether or not it's an upgrade from Lolth. I don't enjoy the gods.
Pretty sure that's why dragons stopped worshipping them. I think this is about the time Reason's just about got back now.
I'm going to move you guys back to the big map. It's not going to work for the stream, but it will hopefully work for you guys. As
I have a thought on that, by the way, because I've been having issues on my Tuesday group on Foundry. I'll chat to you after.
Okay. Well, it's loaded.
Is that what the cave's meant
It's
to look?
loaded on the camera. My God, we can actually.
And like I said, my thing may not be accurate.
Hi, everybody. You can see us now.
I can see. I can fight.
I'm going to switch us over to the camera map, and I will unpause it. And I'm just going to shuffle these guys over this way a little bit so that the awkward crowd is awkwardly like milling around near the door. Toya and Zara and Gark and Nuri are all sort of milling around near the entrance, trying very busily to not be pulled into any discussions right now.
That door should be open.
That should be open.
I also just have to laugh at the notice. So I scrolled out and be like, I wonder how much of this map is visible. Oh, there's actually quite a bit. Oh, I can even see like the watermarking, but it's all dynamic lighting.
For me, it says for the mage. Evil.
I don't know why it just tickled me.
Oh, dear technology.
We love it.
Yeah.
I think I possibly used the wrong walls for this map, but I think I've used the terrain walls when they really should be just walls.
Walls, yeah.
But it's too much of a hassle to go back and change them all now.
John, out of curiosity, is it I have an understanding about what happens to the irreligious in Faerun. In that they all go out of character. They all go to Asmodeus. Is that common knowledge / true? Or do I need to make a religion check?
I
feel that
it would be common knowledge.
I also think the two people you're talking to definitely aren't going to Asmodeus.
No.
They have other people who are interested in them.
Yes, my mum.
I mean, fair enough. But like, if it was good enough for the dragons, screw the gods.
Walker looks, like glares at you for a moment. It's like, I can't really leave this situation now. I have been given the bed that I'm supposed to lay in. I can't undemonify myself. I fucking did nothing wrong.
Who was talking about
Also-
that? Screw the gods.
Do you mean that literally or metaphorically?
Metaphorically.
Ew.
But just double
Like-
checking.
Like, you said that you've had enough of gods. Screw the gods. all that matters is... Oh, God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I should know. It just
Also,
matters
you
to
were raised in a
who's-
monastery. You are very divinely focused.
We don't... Again, dragons. We don't worship gods.
I don't know why I got this image of you doing like the whole Mushu dragon, not lizard. This emphasizes the point. Dragon.
But just... I think... Like, you're right. You don't lumber down here. I think you're half right. In that we're comfortable down here, sort of gesturing back towards me and Nefera, because we've embraced this as part of who we are. Right? Like, this is an active choice for us.
50-50. Lee's looks over the sword on his shoulder. 75-25, maybe.
You know what? 75 is good enough. Maybe you've just got to figure out what the synthesis of what you want to be and what your circumstances make you into. Or even, if really all you want to do is go back and run in your shop, what's stopping you?
Sarah looks over slightly awkwardly and sometimes you've just got to play the hand you're dealt.
Like, there's 1,001 things that I still want to clear my debt with Xanathar, and I don't care if that's a fool's errand, but if I at least clear it, in my mind, then maybe I could have some sense of normality again, but I don't know. It's, again, probably silly, but I don't know.
Bluntly, how much did you borrow? How much is that against somebody against being a demonic corpse disposal?
70,000 gold.
And how much would you charge to be a sentient corpse disposal?
I would pay you another 70,000 gold if I never had to do that ever again.
So we're saying at least 70,000 is the cost of disposing of a corpse?
Like, I don't want to do that.
You're missing my point.
I don't know where I am with Xanathar. I should probably check in at some point, but
You shouldn't owe him shit. If anything, he owes you.
I made a deal, though. I think I did. I don't... Like, pause for a moment. It's like, I really don't know how the whole me being what I am and contracts works. 'Cause I think it's different from... I think Sherman's like, I don't know how binding it is, but I spoke to brother at one point, and he seemed to think it was pretty serious that I did it, but I don't know. I really don't know. I don't want to think about it, honestly. I don't know how bad my situation is, and I just don't know. If I can pay off that 70,000, maybe I'll feel better about it.
Oh yeah, he's still missing the point. What's the quickest way to solve this problem?
Before or after we have to change the name?
Nefira, at that, the sword whispers in your head, kill.
You.
That is incredible.
Just shush, or you go back in the box.
You know I'm right.
Regardless, shoot, and I'll dismiss the sword.
Are you alright over there? Also, Toya, you're being characteristically quiet.
Always being distracted by a dancing light. It's fine.
Yeah, there's Zara's pulled out the red laser pointer after the whole undead thing, and she's just got the zoomies.
I'll be blunt. I was trying to be witty for once. Kill him.
It's like, he's a beholder, though. I can't kill a beholder. We can't kill the beholder.
Well, I mean this in the most kind way possible. And basically kind of like grabs Wall by the shoulders and full bodily lifts him out of the chair.
What?
You were... How tall was Wall 10 minutes ago?
In bush.
How many foot?
10 foot-ish.
Give or take.
10 minutes ago, you were a 10-foot demon that could have picked me up and ate me like a snack. You can use... One, dramatic irony. Deal with the beholder the way the beholder's been dealing with you.
But he does like
You
dramatic
are
irony.
stronger. Probably.
Right.
Physically is shaking you.
They'd be like, you are strong, Wall. You could kill a beholder. You're like throwing him around.
You are
Wall's
strong,
like,
shakes like ragdoll.
Yeah, that's it. It's a ragdoll. Oh.
it's like, help! I'm just a bag of bones just shaking around right now. Like, oh no, my joints, my arthritis.
Face it, put him down.
Like, it's not like the aggressive shaking him around like a ragdoll. It's very much the Mason's like muscles are so tense in that moment that his arms shake, and he puts him down.
Zara, again, we know where he is. And we're not saying you have to face him alone.
You don't even have to kill him.
Look, you weren't there when I made the deal, and it would be unfair if any of you got hurt because I made a really naive decision.
I backhand Wall.
No. He's like,
It's across the face.
it's like, oh. Is it necessary?
We're your friends. Does it fucking matter?
Gark points out, yeah, you guys said I wasn't supposed to run off and get in fights on my own. You were all going to be there for me. Why should it be any different for you?
I don't think I'm ready for that yet.
Zara again. Then we can keep going. We can keep exploring. You don't need to make this decision today.
Just know it's an option.
Okay, well, I'll think about it, but I don't want any of you making decisions that are going to endanger you because of some stupid mistake I made.
What about stupid mistakes I make?
No, that's
Well, what about when Vason makes stupid mistakes and opens doors full of spiders? That's how I feel about
Look,
spiders.
that was a perfectly reasoned decision.
what was like? Stop. That was not. I wanted to shoot you so badly. There were so many spiders.
Now, there were quite a few spiders, and I'm someone who really likes his spiders.
Yeah, if the fear is saying there's too many spiders, there's too many spiders, Mason.
Well aware. I opened the door, saw the spiders, and closed the door again.
But that point, you angered the spiders.
Did anyone get hurt?
Not badly.
Well managed decision.
Uh-huh.
Back on point before we go and get paid. Just
You aren't alone.
you're being that,
I know.
and you don't deserve to be screwed over twice. Once is enough for anyone.
Works. Thank you.
Right, I'm gonna go try and find a way out of these bloody caves.
Why don't we go out the way we came in?
The bugbear's got a point.
Get a hand in that quest.
Wait,
Right.
wait.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Hello, Derek.
Again.
Where is the one?
Huh. Found a dead end.
The
exit's
stay
this way.
together in a group. So help me.
Sorry, I'm still in speedy mode.
That's not an excuse. It's a recipe for disaster.
Let me unlock this door as well.
Door is locked.
I was about to say. I got an error of token collision.
Like when the only thing that can keep up with you is a bipedal cat dropping to all fours.
Toya, at this point, takes a look to the north. Oh, are we gonna check up there?
We haven't yet.
I don't think so. Not all the way.
Probably better to check if there are cloakers up there, I guess. Actually, come make sure we've done the job.
Okay then. Down and go for watch.
Oh, there's a hill.
There's also a thing.
I'm going to make a perception check. Mostly going to sniff to see if there's any nasties in the area. Sniff. 13.
Thin rays of sunlight. Actually, no, you're back out. You're back out in the open again, which means it's
Stormy.
stormy.
Summer storms. Summer love.
Thin rays
Storm.
of sunlight penetrate the dense canopy of this area of the forest. The trees are covered in moss. This looks like a space that not a lot of people visit.
Oh God, that smell of petrichor.
Sorry, I didn't see what was rolled for the perception check. Ooh. You take a deep breath, and there is just the smell of wet trees. Old wet trees.
Have you said? Are you obviously having a sniff?
Yeah.
Cool. In which case, I'll drop a divine sense.
we'll let everyone know that he can't really smell anything other than the damp trees.
Remind me again, what's the whole list of everything that Divine Sense detects?
Anything affected by the Hallow spell, literally anything affected by the Hallow spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 foot that is not behind total cover.
60 foot.
I will see what the list of things affected by the Hallow spell are.
You would sense a... it's not quite the full Hallow spell, but you sense that this was, like, that hill is a revered site. And you can sense an undead presence there.
Do you say like hollow ground, like religious ground?
Yes.
Cool.
Ooh, careful, you might tingle up there, Wall.
Or like starts moving forward and then he's like stops. Is like, okay, tell me where the boundaries are because I don't wanna. It's my stomach really hurt.
I think Vason will make his approach and sort of, as he feels like he about to cross into that area, he'll sort of like use his sword to cut like a line in the dirt.
Okay. It's literally as you get to the hill.
Or can I get up to here and be like,
I committed to going to the hill?
This is a safe distance for me.
At the top of the hill, you see...
Sitting back there.
I'm gonna move the peanut gallery up.
If you're saying you all just walk into your own demise.
It's fine. It's blessed land with an undead.
No, well, don't go towards the undead. It's an undead.
In the center of the space, there is a grove of dead and burned trees. Amongst the oldest in the forest, there is just this space of burnt trees surrounding the very top of this hill. And at the top of the hill is a single headstone.
What does it say?
It's written in common.
Damn, I can't read common.
We must speak the universal language. English.
English.
I
do still love it.
As I have put into the chat, Rogue.
Good thing no one hears it groan.
Does anyone know a christen?
I would do a history check.
So it's like, can I do a history check?
And we will do a history check.
You can.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do.
Currently not logged in, but I can roll something.
Roll a d20 and add 2 to it.
Yeah, had to say that when I finished rolling. I rolled a 2.
For Nuri, she gets a +2 to her history checks.
It's in the embedded chat.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, hang on, I'll just roll a d6.
I rolled a d20.
Wait. No, that's rolled a d6.
They're done.
Bro.
1, 20.
Well, it's saying...
2.
So yeah, because it said 6 on a range of 1 to 6.
Oh, weird.
Right. Bear with me.
Hi, Internet. Welcome to technology. It doesn't like to cooperate. If you two don't have good technology that cooperates with you, please call our help desk on telephone number not found.
Please just scream into the void.
D&D and Beyond will load. Right. D20. Roll to everyone. There we go. 13. Plus 2.
Let's choose 15, right?
Please call our help desk on 0800. Have you turned it off and on again? Suggest random churn.
You need to find out what that is on a T9.
All of you think about the name Krasan, but it doesn't. You can't remember any historical references to that name.
Not even with a 19?
Not
I just realised I haven't rolled.
Darn.
Nor a 5.
Walls like shouting over, being like, "What's the exact spelling?" and like distracting you. I know it for some.
RISSANN.
Like, I know Chrisann with an E, but not with an A.
This is with an A.
Oh, damn. Are you sure?
A voice.
Nice.
Rub my eyes. Yes, I'm sure.
A voice whispers, "Take my wand." Take
And I see a one.
wand.
Again, can I see a one?
You do not see a wand.
We all heard the whisper, right?
You're a little bit far away at the moment. You might be on the edge of hearing it. Nefira.
Is there like a direction to the voice?
Over your shoulder.
Quick whip around. Guessing there's nothing there?
As you look round, there is a small mote of light. It just pulses as it speaks. Take my wand. Use it to destroy Willow the elf witch.
Why?
Killed me. Left me here. Take my wand and destroy her.
Where's your wand?
I was buried with it.
Can you give us a moment?
Grave robbing time.
I don't have anything else to do.
Thank you. And basically just trots down the hill to the rest of the group.
Yep.
You were having an interesting conversation.
So, thank you for asking me to check my eyes, because definitely think I might need to get something checked out. But, that glowing thing, and points directly at the orb up on the hill, wants us to use his wand to kill Willow.
Whispering to me now.
That's like,
I'll get around. in front of everybody else's territory. I'll get to it in a minute.
Really?
Sword? Getting away from that. Don't like that. Don't like that.
What?
Look, we asked. I did ask for a moment. Can you please not be rude?
Avenge me.
In a minute, we're discussing something.
Right. So should we avenge him?
I don't
And
know.
who wronged him for us to avenge him?
Willow? Apparently, she killed him and left him here.
I'm not surprised. The druid wouldn't let anything go to waste.
What were the specifics of the vengeance needing to be taken?
Bud, you want us to kill her, right?
Destroy.
Thank you. So yeah, destroy her.
What would we give for going rid of Willow, though? Does it sound like a bad trade? And I'm 2 for 2 on bad trades.
Yeah, you should not be part of this decision-making process right now. But we do need to know what they did specifically.
Kill such dream.
Yeah, that you need to give us more information.
Right, come back here. And he sort of like raises a couple of fingers like a bird perch for him to sort of stand on or float on.
It's like a zap as it rests on your hands, like touching static.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, is that like one of those plasma balls?
Focus.
I am focused.
Look, we kind of got given a job by her to get rid of cloakers. Generally, it's a bad look to kill your employer.
She deserves it.
Okay, what did she do to you when she killed you? Like, what was the cause of events to that point?
We were the friends. Maybe more. Then he got in the way. Suddenly, got in the way.
Wait,
The way of
The first just got, like, squeezed the bridge of his nose, but let me guess, the Mad Mage?
yeah, that's the mad one.
Yeah.
Wait, how's the Black Cloak? Is that? Do we know that title for being Hallister?
that's new to me.
Yeah. Not that I don't believe the ghost. I'm just going to corroborate that. I do not corroborate that. That is a natural one, so a 6. I like how my natural one is still higher than both Nefira and Vason's rolls.
You, in fact, forget some history knowledge you knew.
Well, like things really hard, and then he just realizes he's remembering like just a really bad, like crappy really crappy fiction book that he like picked up one time, and it's just like, no, that's definitely incorrect. He remembers one time he went to the library and got confused.
Said you abandoned. And she killed me.
But why specifically were you like just hanging out, or were you like a rival, or
Did you step on a flower?
are you friends?
And she turned on me.
Do you know why?
No.
Insight check.
I'm a ball of light. There's not a lot to read.
There isn't a lot to read, but I can maybe pick it back. That is a ball of light. We'll squints the ball of light and then just get some dust in his eye. It's like, fuck.
Oh, please tell me I got the spell prepared. I do! Yes.
Also, is the hallow... Wait. Okay. So, the land that his mound is on is hallowed land.
Yes.
Yes. What do I know about the reason that this would be hallowed land? I believe that Wall is very paranoid about hallowed land, so has definitely looked into why there would be hallowed land to predict and avoid it. So, like, has this land been hallowed to prevent him being brought back from the dead? Has it been hallowed because, like, maybe he was a super good soul and the land became hallowed? Or is it like he was a super bad soul and became hallowed? Like, can I make an Arcana check to...
Roll me an Arcana.
Cool.
Not
Oh, God, I'm rolling badly tonight. It was not a natural one, but that's still really bad.
Still not great.
Oh, God, I hate my life.
With your history of looking into hallowed ground, you would assume it's very little to do with the person buried there.
Okay.
It's a possibility that if somebody of great goodness or evil was buried somewhere, the land may become hallowed or unhallowed because of that, but it would have to be like a paragon of good or bad. Typically, if the space of somebody's grave is hallowed, it is because somebody else has done something to the grave. It might be that it's a place of reverence that they return to and take care of, or they don't want it to be disturbed by the forces of the opposing side. Whether that be that they don't want the person to rise again for evil or be risen again against their wishes.
Right, okay, so it...
You don't think it relates to him.
No,
You think it's
but
something else.
it could be that the groundskeeper's preventing him from being brought back as a
Yes.
ghost, potentially? Okay. We're going to sit on that for a minute, mostly because he doesn't want to just say in front of the ghost, this guy could be, like, sus.
What, you think that it's not being brought back as a full undead?
No. I mean, I don't...
Like, this
do
might be
not
all
believe.
that he can come back as.
Yeah.
I'd like to cast Zone of Truth.
Ooh.
Just so that... I'll just cast a little bit out of the group, so... Wait, no, that's... Cool.
You just went
You can't not be telling the truth in that. There you go. Everyone there needs to make a DC 14 charisma saving throw, or they have to say the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Well,
Nefira has never lied in his life once.
I need to make the saving throw too. Technically.
Am I joining the roll?
you are safe.
No, you're okay. You're outside the zone.
So they said, you know that Nefira has passed it. And that you have passed it.
Would I be aware of what just happened?
I'm not subtle when I cast.
You wouldn't know the exact details of it, but you know that something has just tried to force its way into your mind. And you can very clearly see that Vason is casting a spell.
All right, buddy. The whole story now.
Willow killed me.
Why?
Instead, told my good.
Okay, so you were mind controlled and Hallister retaliated?
Hallister turned my mind against my friend.
So,
So why do you want your friend to die?
because it sounds like that was a self-defense case.
Me.
But would you have not done the same if her mind was turned against you?
Vason, does a 24 hit your armor class?
Yes, it does.
It lets out a shock at you that is 13 points of lightning damage.
That's 30. That's going to be halved. Because we're lightning resistance to 6, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
69. Nice.
Avenge me.
Okay, that's uncalled for.
Question: how big is a will-o'-the-wisp? Could we put it inside of a bottle?
Oh, good idea.
It is tiny, so in theory you could.
This thing was perched on my hand before, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Vason on being electrocuted is just going to be like, okay, enough of this. Just flip, cups his hands to hold it from either side.
Okay.
Now, I can take a lot of lightning. Behave yourself, or I smush.
Yeah, hang on, guys. Has anybody got a spare bottle from when we used the potion of healing?
You tuck your hands around the little ball of light, and immediately it moves through your hand. Avenge me.
Okay, why do you want her to die if you are the one who went mad?
Because I am dead.
Well, but
Would
Buddy.
you just rather apologize?
yeah, we could get her to
And make
apologize.
peace? You were friends.
She kills me.
Make a persuasion check to make this actually a check.
Hey, give it a go. He's pretty set in his ways at this point.
Everyone going to help me?
Persuasion?
Yeah.
I think Nefera should help.
Yeah, I can give you the help action. What's your plus at these days?
+6.
I could try persuading you if you want that +7.
Sure. I'll give you the help action. Look. Nivira, help me out here. Making peace is the nice thing to do, right?
Exactly, and let's face it, you're just a tiny little will-o'-the-wisp. We'll just put you in a glass bottle and we'll just take you over there. Talk this out.
Waller's rummaging to find a glass bottle in his bag.
Wow, dice. Do you have to betray me this house?
Wow, that is terrible.
Yeah.
Nefira, does a 7 hit your armor class?
No, it does not.
A little shock of lightning shoots out and grounds into one of the plates of your armor, and you feel the tingle of electricity.
Look here, light bulb.
Avenge me.
We will get to that if we judge that you actually need avenging.
Wouldn't you rather just go and talk to her and squash the beef?
We are still dead.
Yeah, squash the beef.
Well, yeah, but okay, buddy, she's a powerful wizard person. Maybe if you made amends, she could find someone to bring you back if it's that much of a concern for you.
We are still dead.
Alright, nope, so, nope. Gonna move back a little bit.
Come back here and I will show you that I can also go zappy.
We are still dead.
God, you're impatient, aren't you? Look, how about we go together, have a talk to Willow. Maybe we can find a solution, because sadly none of us here are that powerful healers. I mean, I've got some salves, but that ain't gonna help. You could probably be brought back, or maybe at least find peace to go and have a nice afterlife, and if, maybe you'll get reincarnated.
Wait, Nuri,
I will.
Yes.
you're good with, like, the dead and will of the wisps, right? You can calm this guy down, right?
Do I have one of the wisp?
No, he's a will of the wisp.
True.
I'm making assumptions about your knowledge of the Fae because of your stated history.
Wouldn't it be undead if it's a will-o-wisp?
We are undead.
I thought will of the wisps were Fae.
Nah, they're undead.
Yeah, no, and I don't have anything to do with the Fae either.
Why can I get that in my head?
Hail on the brain.
No, nothing to do with Fae. I mean,
That's
yeah. I mean, my husband lives in another dimension and collects souls, so I suppose kind of undead, but not Fae.
If you're willing to come with us, I'd try and, like, talk it out. And it's very clear that she's in the wrong. Sure, we'll avenge you.
then
But maybe you want to follow us behind. Maybe you want to, like, make nice. Like, you only get to make amends once. Which one is it?
stick. Then
Mason, don't touch it with your hand directly. Inwall's gonna send over a mage hand. Pick up the stick.
It's buried underneath.
It's
It's like you dig it up. Once it's visible, I'll try and get the mage hand over.
well,
Mason's. I'm gonna have to clean these gloves again, and just start digging with his big old plate gloves.
Wall stares at you as he pulls a shovel out of his bag. It's like,
yeah, sure. Just go over and take the shovel and
that's okay.
Thanks for offering the shovel, guys. That makes things so much easier than if I already got it on my knees. Grabs the shovel.
it's not digging like a golden retriever.
I thought you'd give me more notice.
maybe I can find more competent people to avenge me.
I will zap
Possibly.
you into oblivion.
You won't be
Fart
going
mouth.
to anyone else. Fart mouth.
I mean, I said smart mouth, but fart mouth is funny.
Like,
Yeah, especially considering you do breathe like that.
It's like
Yeah.
sparks for brains.
You dig down and you find in a shallow grave a human skeleton clad in tattered clothes and a wand.
You gonna grab that wall? Mage
Walls.
hand and all?
Wall's gonna summon the mage hand and be like, "Will do. Can you just give me directions to pick it up?" And I've tried. I will do.
Grab the mage hand and put the mage hand on the wand. Close!
It is
Does so.
It is a thin shaft of wood with silver filigree up from the handle to the tip of the wand.
Right, now to bury you again. Stop. Filling the grave back up. Nuri, can you sanctify the grave?
Yeah. How do you want me to do that?
I don't know. You're the cleric. You're the priest.
Wall's gonna back up as you start doing that. I'm gonna be 30 feet back.
Why would I go further?
Okay. I'm just gonna go over here. You're doing great, guys.
Zara will come over with Wolf, just so that he isn't alone.
Can I roll a religion check to know what I'm doing?
Yeah.
See how it
roll me a roll a d20 plus 5.
I'll give the help action.
Five. I mean, I've got my sheet up. It rolled us an 8, but yeah.
Roll a
I'll give you the-
because Vason is assisting.
Roll it again, did you say?
Yeah. Because you've got
16.
16. You know what you're doing. You say a few words to various gods and hope that the spirit of the dead finds its peaceful rest.
For the look back at the spirit of the dead.
It's a little unusual to be saying these things while the spirit is floating around, letting out little sparks of ectoplasm next to you, but regardless.
All in all, it's a little uncomfortable, but I do respect the chutzpah of refusing to, like, fade quietly into the dark.
Rage.
I still think you might be a bit mad even in death.
I was like, what are you talking about? He's put the wand in his bag of holding, by the way.
All right, bud. Oh, you're flying off.
Oh, great. He's bound to the wand. It's a wonder wisp.
Oh god. Was putting the wand in the bag of holding and just hoping that the pocket dimension would break it up. He's like, oh, I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it.
Okay. Just have a seat here. And pats his shoulder. Just sit there.
I'll send.
Well, chuck me the magic stick.
Or I was gonna just chuck you the bag of holding instead. It's okay.
Okay.
It's not that heavy.
I'll pull out the magic stick.
It's like, no. Just leave it in the bag.
I'll keep a hold of the stick. You can have the bag back.
Like, but what if it's cursed? We haven't checked to see if it's cursed yet.
We'll find out in a second, won't we?
Well, just leave it in the bag. We can check it out in a minute.
Like, full on
Oh, God,
cheeky grin is like, and not cursed.
It's just like, oh god damn it.
wait, how are you
Backpack.
checking that it's cursed or not?
I mean, I'm presuming that if he touches it and it is cursed, Basin will just explode, not Basin, Nefera will just explode. Yeah, Basin just
I'll
explode.
literally just play the game of eventually something will happen.
Something will happen eventually. The curse is a curse of a Dragonborn friend explosion. It's the very niche curse.
It's the worst of curses.
Yeah. You know a Dragonborn in your local area, they just explode immediately.
Well, you know what? If I explode, hopefully I have his chutzpah and I come back as a draconic will-o'-the-wisp.
If you're marginally bigger.
Well, does that mean we have to kill Nefera then?
I'm a bit more reasonable. I think.
Otherwise, everything sentient today is so murder happy.
I don't know, you did kind of take the murder sword. That was on you, bud.
Okay, this thing is starting to get on my nerves. Let's go.
Where's Willow's tower again? It's like, it's down.
This
It's like all the way down to the bottom, I think.
This way, past the pond.
Oh.
Quickly, follow that giant lizard.
Dragon, not lizard. So, tiny dragon man, not dragon nor lizard. Nor
The
lizard
tower's
man.
over here, by the way.
Where are you pinging? Are we going in the wrong direction?
No.
Through the wall. And then over this way.
Is it this way?
Like,
Oh, I know where we are.
as we're going down, we are doing the full Mushu dragon, not lizard thing. And then Racer's throwing on, like, look, one. Warm-blooded? Yes, I have scales. I I don't have that weird thing that lizards can do, where they can sort of like, "Wah," and does a very bad impersonation of a lizard doing, "Wow."
Well, it's just like,
Nor does my tail drop off. Mostly because I don't have one.
you have eyelids though?
Yes.
I never noticed.
Stanza says,
I guess
and you can't squirt blood out of your eyes.
I've never tried.
Do you like sunbathing? Because that's a very lizardy thing to do.
What weather is it outside, Wall?
It's like, I don't know, we're in a cave.
It's stormy. I like storms.
Yeah, that's because you're like part electric lizard.
It's like, well, this will is getting annoying.
What's this? This is just anti-dragon racism.
Before we go in, is Willow like, bar the Willow Wisps opinion? Was she chill before? If she had the tree, but
Mostly.
it's like I'll wait at the door then.
You might want to stay loaded just in case.
I will. I just don't want her to have any reason to. You know.
Awesome.
Good luck, guys.
Off to you, Metal Man.
Listen, then I made. Yeah. Hi. We're back.
She looks up from the. Oh yeah, 1 second. I need to delete a thing because I can delete that now. That's cool. She looks up from her throne. Oh, you're back. How'd it go? The
Racer
tree
sort of just
behind you
teleports.
rustles.
The Racer teleports scale edge into his hand and just like looks at the drops of blood. Focus dealt with. And then just puts it back to his back.
Nefira, are you obviously holding the certain thing?
Oh no.
It is safely stashed away in a pocket.
I'm gonna just try and close the door on the Willow Wisp and be like, no.
You close the door, and it goes through the door.
Oh gosh, damn it.
It is a
I'm
ghost.
sorry.
So we found a friend of yours.
Avenge me.
Yeah, we know. Shush. He's quite persistent on doing something, but we just need to clear up some matters.
You brought him here. Traitor.
It was more he wouldn't leave us alone.
You've listened to him.
But listening happens to get spite when someone's talking in your ear.
Also, in fairness, we're kind of hoping that you can talk some sense into your old friend.
I know I shouldn't have listened to mortals.
Put my head around the side of the door.
You're all the same. They can't be trusted.
Okay, look, no, I can't. Hang on. We did our job. We killed cloakers. And then he started going, hey, Willow's a bad person. And we're like, nah, she seems chill. It sounds like someone fucked with your mind. Maybe you should make peace with her.
You want me to make peace with him after he betrayed me?
Or we only make peace with our enemies or former friends.
Even. Just shush you. You go in.
Thank you.
He just pulls out the hooded lantern and just shoves him in it. Closes the whole thing up. There, shush.
He moves through the hooded lantern.
Stop doing that!
Can you explain what happened?
We are friends. I thought he might be more than just a normal human. I thought he might be something special. And then he turned on me.
I'm gonna squeeze past
So-
the party. She's
Okay.
speaking real creepy.
So, I did a whole zone of truth thing on him earlier, and he did say that Halath made him go crazy.
Hallister.
Halath is a different zombie
Different person.
from the same campaign. I have dead friends on the brain. Halaster.
Hallister is a being of pure magic. He would not betray me. He is perfect. Hallister is my friend. But friend. He's there for me.
Can I just look at the tree? Is the tree looking at all worried?
The tree sees this as fairly normal behavior. She gets angry and upset. She rages around the castle and then she stops.
Hey,
It was a mistake to trust you.
hey, we did all you asked us to do. We are trustworthy. Did we come in here with a secret? No.
You came.
If you want to blow him up, we can't really stop.
You wouldn't.
This is an enemy, and I just put my hand through him.
You wouldn't stop me if I wanted to blow him up.
I think it would be preemptive. A little unwilling to make peace.
I do not wish to make peace with him.
What did he do? Beyond
He was
just betraying you.
close to me.
Like an ex?
We do not understand your terminology, but he was in our heart. He made me think I was special.
My
The first besides is it was the heavy sigh. Oh, this is a can of worms.
The tree
I'm-
moves away.
Okay, so that's what he said.
To hold a hand up.
Okay. Oh god, I can't believe I'm doing this. Okay. It's sort of like he does actually do the whole like interposing himself between them. That's literally what he said about you not 5 minutes ago.
You said you wouldn't stop me.
I said it would be a little fast to kill him. I never said I wouldn't stop you. But it sounds like, due to something neither of you wanted to happen, you two, one of you betrayed the other, whether under in the right mind or not, and deep down, under all the poison of rage, you still care about each other.
I am trapped
I mean,
because of everything.
Wait, Willow's trapped here? Question mark.
Yes.
Cool. War gives Nefira a look from hiding behind the rest of the party,
She still has a hand up, shaking towards you. Move.
did you love Kalan? I think that's the right name, right?
Kasan.
Krasan.
I thought I did.
Did you grieve your friendship?
I grieve the time I spent wasted on that man. For clearly he did not feel the same about me as I did about him.
Sparky boy, if you want to be honest, now's the time.
Avenge.
Not about that. How do you feel? How did you feel about her?
How long does soul of truth last?
10 minutes.
Fuck.
It's okay. Honesty hurts.
Love.
You see, he loves you.
We lost. And she hurt me.
Look, I don't want to further interpose myself between you, as much as I'm physically doing that. But clearly, whether or not you agree on the reasons why it happened, you unwillingly hurt one another. Wouldn't you rather pass at rest knowing that you were loved back, and wouldn't you rather release the pain of him betraying you and just remember the person you loved?
Tears are streaming down her face. He loved me. He tried to kill me and he loved me.
Wouldn't be the first person who got taken control over.
Yeah.
Face and move. I do not wish to feel this way anymore. We cannot stop feeling the anger. I must be removed.
Is that the orb saying this?
This is the orb.
Yeah, I think Vesa will just step out the way.
She holds her hand up, but now it's not anger in her eyes. She says, "Sorry. For everything, I'm so sorry." And a beam of light shoots out of her hand through the creature into the wall, and it's... I'm going to try and make a saving throw at disadvantage now, but it's not going to resist. Really doesn't.
Oh,
That's great.
There is a there is a bright flash of light, and the orb still stays in her hand as she lowers it, but the orb that had been Krasan, just nothing hangs in the air and smoke rises from the far end of the room. A new dent that has been divot that has been carved into the wall. She turns to the displacer beast and starts stroking it behind the ear with the hand that doesn't have an orb of light in it. You did something today. It was very difficult to do.
You're welcome.
Before you go from my woods, you should pay your respects. Pay your respects to Tiralu.
The Verity says that they're like, love to. Where's the shrine or location we can pay respects?
He is... one second.
Go, Fred. Just still recovering from that sunbeam. And is anybody else just seeing a white line in their vision?
When their eyes are closed? Yeah. Whoa.
South,
Oh, that's right. It's worse.
south of here,
South.
to the west, follow the wall. You can't miss him.
What does he look like?
Sorry, not... I got the name wrong. Valdemar. He's... like you. Bigger. Nope, I got the name right. Going back and forth on this. Tirale. That is the name that Willow knows him as.
Happily.
He is... he deserves respect.
Is that where we're getting our pay for the cloakers?
I will...
Sorry, this is really awkward.
Bab. Ask him.
You want 5
for-
minutes?
Ask him for a scroll. And he will give you a scroll that you will find useful.
Relay, scroll.
I will, once you are done with him, to the south of my tower, you will find a tunnel. Follow it down. It travels to the next level.
Thank you very much. Your druidship.
She's a druid. She could 1000% cast reincarnation on this man.
Well,
Paul's not here. This is Alex, the player.
Wall pieced out sometime just before the blinding flash of light.
Paul was wise. He's like, I'm going to sit outside.
Nifir, am I going the right way?
I think so. Let's just lean on each other. We both hit the door. We're good.
Dunk.
Okay.
Okay, you go first. You go first. Manhandle him through the door, leading the blind.
I'm going to move us back to the big map.
Oh, so Harvey wants to do a thing for a bit, but it'd be a waste of spell slot. And devastating for everyone else.
What, cast blind darkness?
Yep. I can see it just fine. The rest of you screwed.
Oh.
You head outside and find Wold already out of the tower.
I appreciate the backup in there, guys.
Like, how was it? I heard most of it.
Enlightening.
It's like,
Just both of us having sunburn.
it's like, you guys look quite, yeah.
What? The Sparky boy, made peace.
Oh, that's good.
So, I guess that one's yours now. And just looks over his shoulder towards Nefira. What does it do?
Well, he pulls it out of his pocket. I have no idea.
We'll take it and start casting Identify for you.
Yep. Also, I'd put out clearly not cursed.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to be cast.
Right. They said to go south. And, like, basically gives the directions to
East.
Shuriloth?
East is the direction I should have said.
Yeah, basically go south and east and follow the wall.
I'm gonna I'm just gonna lean on the back of your chair and like Vasor's gonna push Wall while Wall casts Identify and let Wall navigate as his eyesight comes back.
Wall's like, we could just sit down for 10 minutes rather than me trying to give you directions and, oh, that's a ditch. Just like,
oh, right, sorry, there you go. Just pick you up and carry you over the ditch that I'm feeling with my toes.
It's like, just put me down for like 10 minutes.
That is the name of the creature you are going to visit. Tirale.
Yeah, no, give me 10 minutes. And Visor just sort of like, just leans against a tree.
Whoa.
Hello?
After ritual casting the spell for 10 minutes, for a start, actually, let's rewind a second. There's a stretch been redeemed. Some point in the middle of that large emotional moment, La Croûte redeemed a stretch. So I'm just going to stretch a little bit. Whoa. The wand is a fully charged wand of fireballs.
Oh, shit. Cool.
It has 7 charges.
Fucking hell, mate.
While holding it, you can use a charge to cast Fireball. For 1 charge, you cast the Fireball at 3rd level. For each additional charge, you increase the spell slot by 1. The wand regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, you roll a d20 on a 1. The wand crumbles to ash and is destroyed.
How many you can use that to cast a level 10 fireball?
What looks to you as being like, I mean, unless Mistra's lifted the limit on fireball magic, no. But
There's
it
a
does.
amount of magic.
It's like, well, it looks at you like you said to him the sky is green. He's like, yeah, of course there's a limit on magic. Did you? all things about saying so quite offensive, and then he rescinds it. He's like, yes, there is one. Nefira, do you want this? It casts Fireball, and I know you're still, your eyes are so huge right now. I don't know if this is a good idea, but maybe.
I won't cast it until I can start seeing again.
It's been 10 minutes. Do you want Nuri to try and have a look at your eyes?
I'll be fine. Give me a few moments in the darkness.
This tree really helps. Come join me in the tree.
Also, in the Discord chat, I posted like my immediate player reaction to hearing Wand of Fireball.
You're looking to permanently blind yourself.
But Smitty, why would you want a wand of Fireball? You've never had any problems with Fireball in the past.
I will avenge my wizard and you know it.
Maybe we don't mention this to Gark.
Wall looks over his shoulders to Gark and just I think he can hear that this casts Fireball.
Don't mention what?
Nothing.
Okay.
Give a thumbs up. Is that I stand corrected?
He gives you a thumbs up and a big smile.
Yeah, I think just for the sake
of this world.
For the sake of us moving on, I think Vason will drop a point of lay on hands on himself and on Nefira just to sort of like fix our vision. Even if, admittedly, all this is a roleplay bit, it feels authentic to do.
Fair.
Right.
That was the most horrifying thing in all of existence. Thank you.
You went right next to it. I think I still smell ozone. And not the nice ozone.
And I'm glad that weird little sparky ball didn't goad us into fighting that lady anymore.
I'm just happy that they made peace.
Zara pipes up.
That's been...
She almost did that through you.
And then she didn't.
But she nearly did. We nearly got an X-ray of you.
Yeah, you look both weirdly tanned.
Am I though? Like, deliberately pulls down the collar of his shirt a little bit. It's like paler skin underneath.
Oh, yes, you are tanned. You've gone a shade more purple.
Always wanted to see whether or not bright sunlight would make me a little bit more bronze. I'll have to polish it later.
You look a bit more blue, actually.
Don't talk about that.
He's like, okay.
Immediately, you just hear crackling from his right shoulder. Don't talk about that.
Well,
anyway,
this press just says hypocrite. Is like, okay, hypocrite.
Anyway, let's get paid for killing cloakers.
Yeah, and whatever that was. It's correct.
Romeo and Juliet with a happy ending.
I never saw that version of that play. Was it one of Volo's new ones? I'm not a big fan.
Volo has his moments. I swear though he writes things under a pseudonym.
As you make your
that
way...
was one of his band stories.
No, if it's Obslo, that's one of Volo's.
As you make your way through this bit of the forest, I don't want to interrupt, this is great. But also I want to just tell you that you guys notice that Toya spotted this previously while on the run through the forest moment she had. But you notice as you start moving through this sort of central area of the forest The ground is strewn with rusted weapons, burnt torch stubs, empty bottles, and other bits that have just been sort of left and in places you can see like the trees and the vines and the grass sort of grows up around things and it is almost sort of pulling this stuff down. You do also notice that hanging from the trees, there are totems made of twigs, feathers, and bits of tattered cloth that almost look human.
I'm going to sniff them. They smell meaty, or are they just cloth?
They are all cloth and feathers and sticks tied together.
I should have made a perception.
Caves. That's so many dead bodies. And the caves.
But every so often there's like one in a tree, and then the next tree might have two in it. Then there'll be a few trees and there's three, and then every so often there's just sort of more and more as you get to the middle of the forest.
John, out of curiosity, does Tiralai mean anything in Draconic?
One moment.
Just in case it's like a clue to this being this guy's handiwork. I get for asking about the etymology.
Roll me a history check.
Bollocks. One day I'll play a character that has intelligence.
Yeah, Stanza says, roll for etymology.
History. Oh god, no, that's a 5.
No.
Oh dear, dear.
No, it doesn't stand out to you as draconic.
Does anyone understand the name Tiralai? Doesn't sound Frenchy enough for draconic. Like, it's not like a good healthy name like Martirdadoth.
Would be called that. Awfully long name.
It's just a... Wait, who said that?
Got
Oh, it's just a name.
Martin.
No, but
No, here. Look, it's just a name.
You do the fucking Mahatirdadoth thing again.
but he likes saying the name because he knows none of us can actually say it.
I hate that you're cursing everyone with this god-awful name, Rogue.
Yeah, Martin has a really long name.
Martirdadoth.
Martin has a really long name.
Yes, Martin for short. Yes. Okay. But no, does anyone have an ear for Tiralai? It's like it doesn't seem draconic. It's not crunchy or long-winded enough. Is it elven?
Do I recognize the language, John?
Roll me a history check.
Cool. I do speak Gnomish and Abyssal, but I doubt it's...
It's not close.
But you're more intelligent than the rest of us, so it's fine.
Yeah. 22.
It doesn't sound draconic. It does sound elven.
I'm presuming that Wool heard through the door that she was like, "Oh, they're like you but bigger," presumably referring to Vason, and he's gonna be a bit like internally like, "What on earth did she mean by that? If they're not a dragon?" And then it would be like, "It's an elven name of some kind." Is it okay, John? Is it elven or is it a bit more like Fey? Is it like
elven or sylvan?
Okay,
That sort of family.
cool. So it's not distinctly like Steve,
It's not like
Fey.
Elfie McElfson,
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
but it is that. It's not a draconic name. It is elven or sylvan in origins.
That'd be sick. He'll let the party know and ponder aloud this time. I'd be like, "What on earth did she mean by like you but bigger if they're not a dragon? Dragons don't normally have sylvan, celestial, elven names."
Unless it's the elven name of which it's called.
I mean, loads of dragons have other names. Do you really think Inferno's real name is Inferno? That's that's the common name for him.
Yeah, when we're saying Inferno, do we mean the really big one that's at the spine of the world?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy to know.
Like-
I remember some dwarves just calling him the really big F off thing.
As I said, different language. Dragons have different names in different languages. I hope to earn many names.
Wait, Rayston, before you were getting out of it, we were calling you a dragon, and now you want us to give you a dragon name.
No, I'm okay with being called a dragon. You were calling me a lizard.
I wasn't doing anything of the sort. That was Nefira mostly.
At least
That was
if you're
me
gonna call
getting a rise out of you.
If you're gonna call me a lizard, at least call me like a thunder lizard or a terror lizard. That's at least impactful.
Or a terrier wizard.
Oh,
Oh,
that is a dragon.
Oh,
As you climb the stairs,
that's right. We could have this argument as we're climbing the stairs.
Yeah, I want to think we're all yelling about like different types of dragons coming up the stairs.
you hear the loud snoring. And you see curled up at the large end of this mossy marble structure a green dragon.
control yourself. Control yourself.
Oh, I like it. Then the fear will just click because of Elvis language. Oh, she meant Teulai.
Or pretends to know what that means. It's smaller than the.
Mostly the fear is just bullshitting. Oh.
As you climb the stairs, its eyes flicker open. Are you intruders?
Red face.
Petitioners? Oh, come on.
You are here to pay your respects to Willow and Tirolai.
Yes.
Yes to the second name. The first name sent us here.
Your friend. Face.
Stepping into the garage. Yes.
Roll me a perception check.
Oh, Jesus.
It's not a high DC.
Not 20! Oh, no, not very high DC.
Of the times to get it, that's a good one to get it on.
Yeah. You've
Looking
passed
up.
and then some.
Looking up reverentially towards the dragon, you can see sticking from its head the hilt of a sword.
Oh.
It's
Is that? Yes, we're petitioners. We're here because
why?
Willow sent us here for a scroll.
You are to collect from the Horde. You are trusted enough for this.
There was a bit of a... On one, there was a whole bunch of cloakers, and then there was a very interesting... How would you put it, Nefera?
Enlightening moment is the other way to put it.
Ah, yes.
A moment of drama.
Yeah.
And angst. And heartbreak. Honestly, it was quite heartwarming.
The cloak
Yes.
were beneath us, but thank you for your service.
Sorry, before you...
Yes.
Do you want a hand removing that sword? It can't be pleasant.
What sword?
Face. Just like get everyone's attention by like coughing in a really unpredictable way.
Yes, well...
Like, is that a good idea? Removing it? I've heard from, I mean, I don't know if you've actually read any of his books, but I've heard Volo's talking quite a bit about how lobotomies, looks at the sword, can change people's moods. And
what?
Lobotomite?
It's when you point at the sword. Brain magic. Brain sticky magic. Is it a good idea removing it?
I'm sure that he'll be fine. Either way, it's cruel for a grand dragon to be wounded in such a way.
His head around the corner again.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? He loses an eye?
If I may, if my approach,
Oh no! This oh for God's.
Mason sort of like puts his hands up and sort of gestures for him to lower his head.
You are very close.
I won't approach any further unless you wish me to.
You wish to remove something from me.
You have a sword in your head.
And
Mason sort of like tries to polish a bit of his armor to a bit of a sheen. I don't know if you will be able to see in the reflection.
he seems to look at you and doesn't seem to notice.
Are we sure this is wise?
Fairly sure it's done.
Look, guys, back me up. He sort of points to where the sword is. You can see the sword, right?
Yeah, I'm not saying that I can't see the sword, but maybe removing the sword is a bad idea.
Yeah, you might get a bit antsy when it's out. It looks like it's really wedged there.
Yeah, it is, and also, I mean, Rayson, you fight. You know, if you get impaled, you're supposed to leave it in until you have a cleric that can deal with it.
You're a cleric.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that.
To be supper, maybe.
Like, maybe just leave it alone in the stone headwear.
Supplicant, not supper. If you would like, I can remove the sword. We can take the scroll and be on our way.
unless you want us to leave the sword, then we can do so, because I feel like that might be a point of contention.
I do
Or yells around the corner.
the sword of which your dragonkin speaks. But if Tirlu... No. Terra. If you are wounded, we should be healed. We should be full. We are healthy.
To sort of make the point, Vasa sort of like puts the maul down, kicks it away, puts Scale Edge down, props it up against the wall.
At this point, it feels like full of like, time out. Guys, can we have a group huddle?
Can we have a group huddle? Like, maybe don't make decisions about pulling a sword out of a dragon's head without us.
Well, more importantly, Gideon, guys, I'm not quite sure if you've all noticed, this dragon's speaking in the plural.
There's something weird with this dragon.
Just 1 second. What are you talking about?
It's like, maybe I don't know if the dragon's all there.
He looks all there. I can see all of him.
I mean, he's got a sword in him, and that may have removed a bit of him.
Let me put it this way, right? And I will summon the sword. I can sit there, like, point to the sword and say, we are one. That's how the dragon is speaking right now. It is speaking as plural.
That is very odd.
It might just be a bit of an egotist. They?
Well, what do you mean it's not an ego?
I don't know. The dragon. Either way, it's not right that he has a sword in his head.
Was going to look around.
It wouldn't be right if it was you. It wouldn't be right if it was Zara. It wouldn't be right if it was New.
Yes, but I would also... A lot of the things when you put a sword in its head is dead. This thing has a sword in its head and is now speaking with two different personalities.
I mean, what if it's a magical sword? Maybe we're speaking to the sword and not the dragon.
If you pull that thing out, we survive this. 5 God says this thing is
You know
actually...
what? Fine. If you think it's a magical sword, fine. Vasa will cast Detect Magic. Is it a magical sword?
Yes.
Okay, John.
What
can I
type of magic?
Is it like a sentient magic weapon? Can we tell that? Does it look like an elven sword, perhaps?
It does look like an elven sword.
Okay, can I have a theory right now, which I feel like some other people may have. Is it possible that a sentient magic weapon has been embedded in this dragon's brain and has made it the host of the sentient magic weapon? So, like, it's referring to itself as we because it's the magic weapon plus the dragon? Fuck,
yes.
That's a really low roll. I feel like I'm cooking.
I mean, I guess would the Detect Magic count as a help action?
Can I have that as a help action?
Oh,
I think we're on the same page.
action.
Yay, okay. Wall is too excited about the theory crafting of this and has now just gone off on a tangent, just chatting absolute shit right now.
The theory roll. You don't have any more than a theory.
I mean, I'm an artificer though, so
Okay, look. If you also worried, step round the corner. I will move the sword from his head, and then he'll bite me. I can take a bite.
Yeah, but then
Basin, before we go through with this, I'm going to hold out my hand. If we survive this, and it turns out our thing is a magic sword causing split personality issues, you owe me 5 gold.
How about I just
Here's my wager, and I pass him 5 gold.
Biggest 5 gold I've ever made, and he
Just in case it gets melted.
It's like, wait. Can I cast Identify on the sword first, please?
It'll take 10 minutes. If you can do it quickly,
It will take 1 minute if I use a spell slot.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Dragon, definitely. Haha. Can I... wow, your scales are so majestic. I feel compelled to admire them up close, if that is okay.
We are fabulous.
Yes.
God.
And
It is casting the
shiny.
very shiny indeed. Cast. That should take a minute. If I'm
Okay.
not ritual casting, which I'm not.
So your scales are very shiny. How do you treat them that way? Mine, as you can see, they're a little burnished at the moment. Do you have any scale care advice? Just water. Oh wow.
Eat a lot of fish.
Oh, good. You do
Oh,
have something in common.
Fatty. Fish fat. Yes.
It's good for us. Whoa.
I knew something was wrong from my diet.
You can identify several things about this sword.
Oh.
Primarily, you can identify that most of its magical power is currently being suppressed because it is inside a dragon's head.
Wait, come again? So is my theory right, is what you're saying?
We'll come to that.
Cool. Am I cooking?
The sword itself is an elven sword of sharpness.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Were you to wield it, if you were evil, you would not be able to attune to the blade.
Oh.
Any evil creature attempting to do so would take psychic damage. The blade cannot be damaged or dulled. It can't be teleported anywhere without its wielder while they are attuned to it.
Oh.
The sword has 6 charges and regains 1d4 plus 2 charges at dawn. A creature attuned to the sword can use an action and expend 1 or more charges to cast Fly, Polymorph, or Transport via plants.
Oh.
The sword is also sentient.
Fucking do it, okay.
It has hearing and true sight out to a range of 120 feet and communicates telepathically with its attuned wielder and can speak, read, and understand Common, Draconic, Elvish, and Sylvan. Additionally, it can ascertain the true value of any gemstones bought within 5 feet of it.
War gets most of the way through that, realizes the sword has true sight, starts to back the fuck off.
You
And it's like,
you also pick up that a great amount of that power is currently suppressed because of where the sword is.
like, I'd like a group outside, please. Right now. Jason. Jason.
Okay, I've got some fantastic advice for claw maintenance. If you'll just give us a moment.
I will get your scroll. Will you wait?
Yeah.
Right, Will's gonna quickly dip outside.
okay. You're spooked. It's bad if you're spooked.
Stop. A butterfly can spook him. Where are you going?
I need to be. What was the range and the true sight?
120 feet.
He's gonna try and get where the 120 feet away. He's gonna be like,
You realize that doesn't penetrate through walls.
I don't know how strong the true sight is. Will's gonna get over here and be like, okay, let's huddle.
Well, get back over here. I'm going to pull out the sword without a second thought.
Like, no. It's really important that you come over here, please.
Fine.
Like, cool. We'll wait for the rest of the party to come over as well. Peanut gallery. Like, look, okay. Identified the sword. I think you're probably onto something, Rafira. Yeah, there's something super weird with that sword. So he will give the specs. I think it's probably a legendary sword of some kind, but it's probably also the only reason that dragon isn't attacking us right now. If the sword and the dragon, well, let's think about it. It's like if the sword is attuned to it and giving it power, that must mean that the dragon is of good alignment, so we shouldn't kill it, I guess.
But it's a green dragon.
But the sword wouldn't be working for it if it wasn't good.
But it's embedded in its head.
It's like, I don't know how attunement works when it's inside of you.
Look, okay. From the sounds of it, cool, powerful magic sword. Bad to have in your head, would give you a migraine, would make you a little eager to eat. It's weird to be threatened by a green dragon that quickly. And at the moment, I'm fobbing it off with claw maintenance advice. However, it's also a sacred dragon.
Was that information it was giving you actual, like, good information for a dragon, or do you think it's the kind of information a magical sword would give thinking it's a dragon?
I always like the look of myself when I've been on a fish diet.
What?
Hello.
One thing you do pick up on with just even like passive intelligence, the way the sword is placed in its head is not as if it was wielding it.
It's just in it, yeah. I mean,
Can I please go either be kind to a dragon and get a nice shiny magic sword for our troubles, or get us a nice shiny magic sword so that we can, and hey, we can even have the fun of killing a dragon.
I guess you're the only one that can wield it, so.
I mean, Toya, Neri, Zara, Park.
Like,
I already have one.
like,
If you checks the character sheet. I mean, I do have a fancy sword, but
you're also. I don't think that our mutual mother would make a deal with you if you were of good alignment. No offense.
not taken.
Right. I'm going to go back in. I'm going to pull a sword from a dragon's head. Is anyone going to come and join me? Or at least provide backup if it goes wrong?
I will watch your body disappear from this plane of existence and say to Willow about it can write a really bad.
Look, dragons are wise creatures. If this is if it does not want this sword in its head, I'm sure it'll be very happy to reward us for our kindness. Now,
Do we have anyone with illusion spells that we could make it see its image? I don't.
hi there.
It hands you a scroll as soon as you approach it.
Ooh, what scroll?
Thank you. Quickly open the scroll.
It is a scroll of Hero's Feast.
That would be handy.
Wall is salivating at the idea of Hero's Feast. He's like, oh my god, that sounds so good. He's like, oh, I've not eaten in 4 minutes. I'm so hungry.
Neferi, Racing sort of just like holds it behind him. Neferi, can you grab that?
Yeah, hang on a sec. Yep. There, yep.
Thank you. So I think my sword and my maul are here at the moment. From where I vaguely recall before. Yeah. Okay. If you would kindly lower your head and just tilt it towards that wall. Okay.
It lowers.
Little lower.
its head.
Okay. Now, if you would be so kind as to just breathe slowly. And Rayson, is it a one or two-handed sword? This hilt.
It's like it's a long sword, I believe. So it's a 1.5
Two-handed.
hander, 2-hander.
Cool. So Rayson will like left hand down the bottom, right hand around the pommel. Sorry, this is a little ungracious. he lifts his left foot and puts it up against the dragon's head just for an extra point of brace.
Let me ask for the roll.
God, I'm about to die.
Oh, wait, do I have enhanced abilities? I'm going to quickly cast enhanced abilities as we're going in. Do me the
thanks.
strength one for Vason. It will do.
So
Oh, I had that.
I could have helped
So-
with a spell as well.
Either or both. I'll take both. Guidance? Guidance. This is guidance, right?
I think you could be guided on this. I've requested the roll in the chat, Vason, so you can click that and...
So that's with advantage. 21. What were those rolls? A 7 and a 17.
You brace yourself, and you pull, and you pull. And the sword tears from the dragon's head, and you now see a glorious emerald-coloured blade with precious gemstones embedded along the pommel and hilt.
Ooh. Whoa.
You hear a voice in your head, Vason. We are Tiralu. Who are you, New Wielder? It has been so long
this-
since we walked in the forests.
Oh, this is going to be a complicated conversation.
Wish to
Just-
return to Mr. Anor.
Can you hold on for a moment? Just zip it. Vason just tucks him under his left arm, gets off the dragon's head, and so he's sort of holding it under his left arm. Hi.
As you
How
get
are
off
you
the
feeling?
dragon's head, it pulls itself up. Who are you? And it starts to breathe in.
Ah, crap. Yeah. I guess this is the moment that we roll initiative.
It would be.
Shit.
Whatever, I wasn't muted. Is it this when you hear the third down the corner going, "Freaking told you"?
Okay. Oh, damn it. I used the wrong device. That's a 21 initiative, by the way.
21.
22.
What's your dexterity?
+2.
It's the number.
Oh, my dexterity, 14.
Oh no.
1 second, I've completely forgotten how to roll initiative. 7. Oh, damn, that's actually good for me for once. 17, baby.
It's really good.
Why are there multiple things rolling into combat, John? There's only one dragon, John.
It's all your players.
Is there?
If a sword under one arm, that's chatty.
Christy, could you roll me initiative? That's just a straight D20.
Oh, well, yeah, I can do it on my
Yes.
sheet. Go an 8.
8. Eight.
We have a lot of 14 dexterity party members.
Yep.
It starts to breathe in, and as it does so, Nefira. We'll do one round of this combat. Because it's getting late.
It is.
But we'll start. Late.
You're right. God. Damn you. Right, I'm going to hold off and do Shadow's Spawn. Let's just open up a couple of good old Eldritch Blasts to get going. So, first one is an 18 to hit.
That just hits.
Cool. And the second is a 19.
That'll also hit.
So 10 points of force damage on the first one. And 8 on the second one.
Excellent.
At which point, it's just accompanied by the "Basin, you stupid!"
Vason. Head in.
Out of curiosity, when Wall was explaining how useful, how shiny and nice the sword was, did he happen to mention how effective it was in combat?
Nah. I feel that Wall would have been like, oh yeah, it's a pretty sharp blade, but then would have given you like the Wall stats. So it's like, oh, it's got like this concentration of metal, and it'll be like made by these craftsmen. It'll be like kind of this difficulty to make, and he just tells you about like the specifics of the blade crafting as a magic item, rather than how good it is as a sword. Because it's Wall. Wall's like, I like magic weapons, but I don't use them except for my gun. But it's a magical sword, so you know. It's probably pretty good.
You know what? I need to roll a d2. If I roll a 1, I'm summoning Scale Edge. If I roll a 2, I use this sword.
Okay.
Summoning Scale Edge. There we go.
You
Yeah,
reach back and Scale Edge flings to your hand.
Yeah, I sort of lift my left arm so this other sword can clatter to the ground, rather unceremoniously.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of pinned against a wall in a corridor. Would we say it's prone because of its head being low down before?
No, it's been able to stand up. There was nothing restraining it. It was just lowered down.
Gotta hustle. Okay.
It is good to ask. It is
Am I
also not in a
able to-
corridor. This is like a platform.
Okay. Oh, the true sight was all there before. So out of curiosity, am I able to slip around this gap? Like, would I be able to go to there?
Yeah, you can squeeze through. It's not easy, but you can duck through there.
Yeah, I think I'll do that as I'm attacking then. Oh, does bull strength give me any other advantages when attacking?
I don't think it gives any advantages on actually attacking.
No, it doesn't. That's a shame. Cool. Yeah, mostly because I'm trying to I just want the breath to not hit the rest of the party. I'm gonna, step through to here, and I'm going to attack twice with Scale Edge.
Okay.
Using. Actually, no. I'm going to use a bonus action first because that's how action economy works.
That is a thing.
I'm definitely going to remember what all of them do. What do I even spell slots left? Christ, this is entirely my own fault, but this was a bad idea. Or a fun idea, but it has gone bad. Oh god, I'm running out of spell slots. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, that's that. No cool bonus action stuff. I'm just gonna hit it very hard with a sword twice.
Not with that
I'm
one.
guessing a 14. Cool, and my second attack. 18.
That one will just hit.
Cool. We're gonna drop a second level smite on top of that.
Okay.
So let's just spend that. Actually, I can spend it mechanically, can't I? Find smite. Where is it? There it is. Boom. Second level. Damage. I add an extra D8 because of thingamajig. Oh, I also need to do the regular damage.
Yeah, actually, the sword's damage.
So that's 17 range. Oh, God, really? Oh. I mean, okay. Pretty average. 17 radiant damage and 9 slashing damage.
Nice. Okay.
I just hear a cat in the background there.
Also, there's a fantastic sword lying on the floor if anyone wants it. just here.
Toya is going to rage and charge forward. Last rage of the day, apparently.
Rage.
And we're going to make one attack with a great sword. Go, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry, I was just... I'm trying to work out my spell slots. Oh, you mean my turn? Sorry,
No,
I was fucking around with my character shit.
I mean, what are you doing?
For it.
Because it's put into the chat 7 times that you are changing things.
I don't see anything.
To me as the GM, it's telling me that Goat is changing prepared spells.
No, I was just I couldn't work out how the spell slots things were being tracked, and I think I accidentally gave myself too many second levels. I was putting it back down to
Right.
3, and then I thought it was giving me third levels. And I was like, I don't have third levels. I
Go,
have no
kitty,
second
go.
levels.
Go, kitty, go.
1d6 plus
Go, Zoomy, go.
2. So
Hoya would entirely be backing me up on this. We all know, right?
plus 4. Critical hit.
Fucking hell.
Oh, dang.
7.
Beautiful.
She brings the sword round. The first one glances off of the dragon's scales. The second one, she sinks deep in, and it just roars, and the trees shake. Wold, it is now your turn.
He's going to poke his head around the corner of the wall that he's been hiding behind, and do a shooting. Nope, that is a feat, not my item.
You just yell, I'm a gunner.
I can have gun. I've just completely forgotten how to read these character sheets. Apparently, 24.
24 will hit.
Sick. Bam. 14 damage.
That's magical damage, right?
Yes. And then it's going to quickly chink, second shot in. 20.
20 will also hit.
Bam. 7. Not as good. Let's quickly run back to the... and I think that's his go.
Zara is going to step up onto the space behind Toya.
For the record, Vason would know that chromatic dragons deal line attack damage, right?
Yeah.
And shouting's a free action.
Yeah.
Don't stand in a line.
Bit difficult up here. There's not a lot of room for maneuvering.
Nuri,
Yes.
what would you like to do? No one has taken any damage yet. The dragon hasn't had a turn.
I will do a bless
Okay.
on anyone that it will cover, really.
Gark is about to move and is stood next to you at the moment.
Just as blessed act.
3.
Is...
Let's hit all roll. No,
So it is 3 people within... What is the range? 30 feet.
30 feet.
yeah. I'm just trying to get it to roll on D20. very much roll.
Bless doesn't roll.
Yeah, you don't need to roll anything to bless.
I don't need to roll.
You just need to pick targets, which you could get Wol, Nefira, Zara, or Gark. You get to pick 3 of those 4. Or yourself, actually. You can bless you.
I mean, whoever's in range, I take it all 4 are in range.
Those 5 are within range of you. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do everybody but Gark, because
Okay.
I think he's up enough that he might last a little bit longer.
Okay. You, Wol, Nefira, and Zara are blessed. Gark is gonna go now because it is his turn. And he is gonna ignore the fact that says there's a wall there. There isn't.
Not today.
Not today.
I was putting on this charm just in placement for Bless, just so I don't forget.
He runs up towards the dragon and brings out the warhammer and swings it around above his head, and he strikes into it. Does he have a rage lift? I'm going to say he definitely does, because he's got one listed there. That hits. Still breathing in, Gark brings the hammer. The dragon collapses to the ground. Gark swings the hammer a second time. Oh. It stopped.
Okay. I'm taking a note. Successful sword removal. Also note. I'm going to be asking this on a lot of questions about what I was doing to a dragon. I should also make a third note. Don't remove swords from the head of chromatic dragons.
We,
Throws the shit along, like, pat you on the head and go, now we're learning.
Okay, where's that sword? It was being very vocal before, and I feel like I've been rude.
I think you dropped it over here somewhere.
Yeah, I just sort of reach underneath Gark's legs. Excuse me, thank you.
Who are you?
Hi, I'm Vincent Caredhall. Can you see?
Yes.
These lovely people are the Troll Skull adventurers. I believe that's what you said to Willow. We came here for a scroll, which we got.
We gave you a scroll.
You're not upset that we removed you from the dragon's head, are you?
Now that the dragon has been slain, we have no further need for him. We just wish to go home. You will take us, yes?
Where's home?
Mithranor.
Does anyone know a Mithranor?
We aren't asking. You will take us.
Yeah, do you know where it is?
Wall's going to yell around the corner, being like, I think I've heard of it.
With a 25, you've heard of it.
Yep.
Right. You're happy to... You know what? Where's my old scabbard? Slings off his backpack, goes and gets the old moonstone scabbard, rips off the frog, puts that around his belt. Right, until we figured out whether or not this guy's chill, I'll look after him. Just puts him on his hip. Okay.
You wanted advice on how to look better.
So it was the dragon being
It was the
possessed by
sword.
the sword.
Yes, Nefiri, you were right. Is the sword audible to everyone else?
No, it is communicating telepathically with you.
Are you able to telepathically communicate with more than just me? Or do you have to just physically be touching someone?
We can communicate with our wielder.
Well, okay. Fine. We need to make camp soon. We were going to go down to the next floor.
You could rest here. There is a room of treasures here.
You are not wrong.
Valdemir does not have any need for his hoard anymore.
Valdemir? Oh, the green dragon. Hoya, do you want to do your thing? I hear the livers are good.
Starts going to work with sharp implements.
As that's going on. Wall,
Yeah.
how full is that bag of holding right now?
Like, if you want to try and put most of a dragon's hoard in it, we can try.
Shall we just set up camp?
Yeah, we should.
I've got a very long conversation, I think, incoming, and frankly, whilst that didn't hurt, I think I'm gonna have a headache after this.
Or quickly, like, calls around the corner, and be like, now you have the sword. How does it interact with my amulet of protect from non-detection?
Oh, actually, yeah. 1 minute. Doop doop doop. What can you see about that guy?
Put his head in his hands like, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this.
We can see what he is.
And he is?
We can see what he hides from this world.
Huh. You might need to get a refund from Xanathar. That thing's not strong enough.
It does not protect from eyesight.
Almost groans loudly and just goes into the treasury.
Okay, you tell me all about this place you wanted to take us to, whilst we set up camp. All right?
It is glorious.
And Vason will just start like taking his backpack off. He keeps his like left hand or whatever he needs to make contact to continue the conversation, but is otherwise setting up camp.
Over the course of a short rest, you become attuned to the sword.
Oh no. I don't think, do I have an option on this? I guess not.
You can choose not to, but if you choose not to, you aren't able to utilize its powers.
Wait, that's fair. That's fair. I guess I am attuned to it. Until such time as we can have a chat about this as a party.
Are we going to take a long rest, or are we going to take a short? How long has it been, actually?
Toya would like to take a long rest because they need to sleep and regain rages.
I'm completely tapped, I suppose.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Take
Let's
a long
got
rest.
a whole dragon to cook.
Yeah, let's have a long rest, butcher the dragon, sort out the hoard, and work out what we want to do with the new sword.
Exactly.
The sword, let's go through a few things in order real quick, and then we'll wrap up. The sword spends most of the hour that you are attuning to it, telling you of poetry, of elven art, and music. It starts giving you advice on how to look after your scales and claws, and how to buff your armor, and also itself. While you are looking through the treasure, it tries to point out any gemstones that look better than the gemstones that are currently embedded in its hilt and pommel, and suggests you replace the gemstones with more shiny gemstones. You pick up that it is very vain.
Really?
You also learn the magical properties of a sword of sharpness. When you attack an object with the sword, you deal maximum damage with it.
Fucking hell.
When you attack a creature and roll a 20, the target takes an extra 14 slashing damage. You then roll a second d20. If that is also a natural 20, you also lop off a limb. In addition, you can speak the command word of the sword to cause it to shed bright light for 10 feet and dim light for a further 10 feet.
Honestly, considering my eyesight difficulties, that's not the card send.
Likewise, as I've previously mentioned, it can be used to cast the spells Fly for 2 charges, Polymorph for 3 charges, and Transport via plants for 4 charges.
What that last one do? Other than transport you via plants.
It is very much what it says on the tin, really.
It does parties though, doesn't it? Like,
Oh, that's the big, like, you can teleport from this tree to another tree miles away kind of thing.
Yeah, as long as you know where the trees are, what it looks like, etc.
You must
cool.
have seen or touched the target plant at least once.
Note to self, I need to touch some trees when we're back up to the surface.
Go touch some grass.
And both end trees need to be large enough for the portal to open in.
Cool.
For the rest of the group, you spend some time going through the massive pile of treasure. There is 3,500 gold, 6,000 silver, and 15,000 copper.
Damn.
Sorry, can you just say that again? I'm going to put that in the calculator later.
If you want to put that in the party fund for now, we can
Yes,
split
that's a
it
good
up.
idea. Party inventory, there it is. Can you give us those numbers again, John?
They are in the chat.
Thank you.
3,500 GP, 6,000 SP, and 15,000 CP.
Cool. But those extra numbers in the inventory are not typos. We already had some money in there. Oh yeah, I forgot we had those torture and blood play tools.
You also find a black pearl and a potion.
Unknown potion.
Which I will describe to you. You find a potion bottle that appears to not have liquid in it, but instead some form of a fog.
Hell. Fog or frog?
Fog.
Okay.
F-O-G. Vason, if you still have Detect Magic up when you enter the room, the black pearl has an minor aura of magic around it.
Didn't take a hit, so depends how long you want to say that conversation before the fight was.
I'll assume that you probably would have been able to still have Detect Magic up when you entered the run.
Cool.
It
Sorry.
doesn't feel long
What was
enough.
What was the description from the Black Pearl again then?
It is a
Aura
black pearl with a minor aura of some form of divination magic.
Divination.
Cool. Yeah, I think because I've got this sword chattering my ear, Vason will point out like the Black Pearl and some of the other and the potion, like any of the stuff, as well as any of the gems that it's really eager to have embedded in it, just to sort of like have them put to the side. But otherwise, yeah, he'll let people know about the Black Pearl aura.
I'll do identifying everything next week, just so it's fresh in the brain.
That is
so.
For now,
Oh boy.
I'm just going to move everybody inside. I'll give you guys, after this, the experience of having fought the dragon.
Nice.
Which, geez, you took that out fast. A nat 20 from one of your heavy hitters really helps.
I'm just as surprised as you all that went down that quick.
Yeah, when we hit big, we hit big.
I mean, it was a little dragon. I presume it was going to be weaker than the blue dragon we fought, but not quite that much weaker.
Well, it was still a green dragon, right?
Yeah, it's not as big as Thraz, the blue dragon you fought.
I might need to keep track of the names of all the dragons I'm killing.
As Vason turned a bit green now as well. Or we're not going to get that trauma quite yet.
Oh god, you know what?
If you don't end this campaign a rainbow dragon, I'm going to scream.
No, it's fine, because now he's had a blue and now he's had a green. That, like, he's getting, like, the nice copper oxide teal going on now.
Yeah, he just looks like the world's most oxidized copper dragonborn ever.
I mean, I already have green notes in my character profile if you look.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, no, they become much more prominent.
You will just look like a weathered dragonborn. If someone's like, "Oh, you're like not a pure dragonborn," it's like, actually, I'm more pure than every other dragonborn. You can see because my scales are literally oxidizing.